Well, their three-point shooting has told the tale here tonight, fellas. They've been lights out from behind the arc. Whether it's coming off a high screen or pulling off the dribble, it seems like whatever they're doing, it's going correct. There's not a lot you can do when a team's got this hot from downtown.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they run into a very hot shooting team tonight, fellas. When you combine a hot shooting team with the weak defense they've been playing, you're going to get crushed. I hope coach is coming down hard on them right now because they can't keep giving up so many open looks. What are you doing?
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Okay, fans, now coming out of the court.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position, and it's Thompson in at the 5. And here's Rose. He's got 6. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Here's Dunleavy, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Right wing, near the three-point line, it's Love. Chicago grabs the miss. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Lets it fly from 18. That is good. The Cavaliers lead cut down to 10 on the bucket from Gasol.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors were the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was. It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Rose with the ball. Now Smith defending. Back to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Shoots it up. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Cleveland leading by 10. Here's Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gibson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, they're passing to Gasol. This is a nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Gibson with the steal. Rose against Irving. Here's Butler looking for Gasol. He gets it there. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds.
Right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Cleveland leading by 6. Smith with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Kicks to Butler. It's taken away by Smith. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. Good. 16 points for Kevin Love. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
A nice shot by LeBron.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Bulls trail by 8.
Chicago timeout call.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The shot's good from LeBron. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Here's Fry. Great defense that time from Noah. Oh, Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Mirotic to stop the run. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Mozgov.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Cavaliers leading by 10. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Shumpert. Nice D from Brooks. High, arcing shot. Dishes to Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago. Fry. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top. They're the fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. They've got Brooks, Mirotic out there with Noah, and there's Etuan Moore, and it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Brooks with no one around. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
It's James atop the key. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're coming in bunches for LeBron right now.
Bulls trail by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Cleveland foul call.
All right. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are. Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms
goodness.
of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Noah. Dunleavy comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Moore. Cleveland leading by 11. Dellavedova kicks to Love. From outside, off the mark.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Lets it go with the three. Moves back up, and James with the layup. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Mirotic has a wide open look, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Left side, Love. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Nice shot by Smith. Bulls trail by 13. Feeds it to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Butler kicks to Rose. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Irving shoots off the left rim and out.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. LeBron James on the wing. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Rose. Crew on the 14-foot.
Cavaliers timeout.
Timeout called. Cleveland. They're in front by 12. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. .135 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Irving from long range. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.